Okay, recording. Let's go ahead and start.
In the living room, frantic, Ray saws at the rope, but the knife is small and the rope is thick. The girls stroll into the room. Amara notices the tiny knife in Ray's hand. Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. Amara saunters up to Ray, shows off her butcher knife.
This is a knife.
Ray stares at the large, sharp blade. Amara takes the corkscrew away from him, uses her knife to cut Ray's hand free. Ray and the other girls look on, confused. Amara taps the cabinet top, grins.
Put your hand right here.
What are you going to do?
You ever play five-finger fillet?
He knows exactly what she's talking about.
Don't do this. Please.
Put your hand right fucking here, Mr. Uber.
Ray refuses to move. Amara gestures to Zuzu and Beth. They grab his hand, force it down on the top of the cabinet.
Spread your fingers. If you don't, I'll cut them off, one by one.
Nervous, Ray spreads his fingers. Beth and Zuzu watch. Oh, they're excited.
Been a while. Usually I do this when I'm sober, but here goes nothing.
Stab, stab, stab. Amara jabs the knife between Ray's fingers. She repeats the move. Left, right, left. Faster and faster. Ray, Zuzu, and Beth watch. It's not very impressive. Amara stops, disappoints her followers, and Ray's honestly relieved.
The guy in that movie screamed.
Yeah, like a little girl.
Amara's annoyed.
You want screams?
She leers at Ray.
Take his fucking pants off.
Beth squeals with excitement. Then she and Zuzu unbutton Ray's pants, pull them down past his knees. Amara gestures with the knife at his crotch.
Those two.
The girls tug on his underwear, pull them down. Fascinated, Beth stares as if she's been faced with something unseen before, something exotic. Amara gestures for them to move aside, and they do. She steps closer to Ray, forces his knees apart, leans down in front of him. She raises the knife. Ray panics.
Please. I'm begging you.
Ray's phone rings. Zuzu checks it.
It's Ben again.
Who's Ben?
Ray just trembles in abject fear.
Who the fuck is Ben?
Just a guy at work.
Why does he keep calling you?
He's checking up on me. Ben knows Karen and I had a fight.
Amara glares at him, then stabs. She plunges the knife down between his legs. Ray screams. Amara's hand moves fast. Faster, she stabs the knife. Left, right, left, over his thigh, back to his groin. Zuzu with Beth's eyes grow wide. Ray shrieks at the very top of his lungs. Amara eventually stops. Ray gasps for air. She peers at the knife, a droplet of blood on the tip of the blade. She's surprised, turns to Ray.
Looks like I nicked you. Oh, I guess I'm not as good as I thought.
That was amazing.
Beth leans close, inspects Ray's obscured crotch.
Aw, it shrunk.
Ding dong. Everyone's startled into silence. They glance at each other.
Who's that, Ray?
Ray stares at her. His mind races. He makes a decision.
Help!
Amara punches Ray in the nose hard. He bleeds, stunned by the shock of the blow.
Help!
Amara hits him
Help!
again and again and again until Ray's out cold. Zuzu and Beth turn to Amara.
What did he do?
The door locked?
How should I know?
Amara slaps Beth hard across the face and hand gags her.
Oh, just keep quiet. They'll leave if no one's home.
Ding dong, ding dong. They wait, frozen, tense. Someone knocks on the door.
Ooh.
The sound of the door handle being grabbed. Nervous, Beth and Zuzu turn to Amara. The sound of the front door opening.
Wait here.
Amara hurries out of the room, butcher knife in hand. In the foyer, Ben, 40s, white-collared dullard, steps inside with caution.
Ray, you home?
Amara saunters in from the living room with one hand behind her back. Ben stares at her, confused, as she steps closer.
Hi, is Ray home?
Yeah, he is. And you are?
I'm Ben. Who are you?
I'm Amara. Ray told me all about you. Have you heard from Karen?
No, that's why I've been calling. I'm worried about her. Where's Ray?
He's in the living room, taking a nap. Been a crap birthday so far.
It's Ray's birthday today? Man, what a lousy time for a breakup.
Yeah, you should go cheer him up. I know he'll be happy to see you.
Ben watches her enter the kitchen. Behind her back, Amara conceals the big knife. Ben walks past her.
So, how do you know Ray?
In the living room, Ben rounds the corner into view, stunned by the bloody mess he sees. Amara stands behind him.
Ray used to fuck my mother.
Ben's mind tries to comprehend that the two young girls in sexy dresses, pizza boxes, booze bottle, Ray passed out, tied to a chair with his arms, bands down around his ankles.
What the hell?
We tried to cheer him up, but he passed out on us.
Ben marches over to Ray, shakes his shoulder.
Ray, buddy, wake up. Are you okay?
Ben inspects Ray's face, his nose bloody.
What the hell have you done to him? His nose is broken.
It was easy. He's a big pussy.
Ben stares at the trio of girls for a moment, then takes out his phone and dials 911. Click! The barrel of the revolver pushes against Ben's temple. Amara stands behind him.
Take his phone, girls, end the call and power it off.
Zuzu does as she's told. Ben's nervous, turns slowly towards Amara and meets her stone-cold gaze.
What's happening here? Who are you?
Sucks to show up at the wrong party at the wrong time, doesn't it?
What have you done to Ray?
We didn't do anything. He invited us into his home. He bought the booze and the pizza.
Help yourself. There's plenty left.
Ben glances over at Ray.
Are you trying to tell me he tied himself up too and pulled his pants down?
We were just playing a game. We were all having fun until you showed up.
That doesn't sound like Ray.
Maybe you don't know him as well as you think you do.
Ben glares at her with contempt. He gets up. He's a foot taller than her, at least 100 pounds heavier. He takes a step closer. Amara keeps the gun trained on him.
Don't come any close.
Or what? You're gonna shoot me? You're just a kid.
Kids shoot people every day in this fucking shitty country.
Ben stares at the revolver. He raises his hands, tries a calm demeanor and a smile.
Listen, you don't want to kill anyone. It'll ruin the rest of your life.
Next time I see my faggot shrink, I'll tell him you said that.
Ben sizes her up, then lunges at her. He grabs her gun hand, aims it away, tackles her to the ground. They fight. Bang! The gun goes off. The bullet hits the wall. Ben chokes Amara. He squeezes hard. She can't breathe. Amara knees him in the crotch. He groans but hangs on. She drops the gun, claws at his hand. She's desperate for air. Zuzu and Beth run in, join the fight. Beth pummels Ben with her fist. Zuzu gut kicks him with her stiletto heels. Ben squeezes tighter on Amara's neck. He manages to grab the errant gun, aims at Amara. He cocks the hammer back. Crash! The big Belvedere bottle smashes over Ben's skull. He falls limp on top of Amara. His hand slides off her neck. Blood oozes out of his head wound. Oh, Amara gasps. She sucks in big gulps of air. Beth and Zuzu shove Ben off Amara. The prospect of being without their alpha frightens them. Amara wakes. They fawn over her. She pushes them away.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Amara coughs, nods her head yes. The girls look over at Ben.
Is he dead?
Amara crawls over, puts 2 fingers on Ben's neck. She checks his pulse and shakes her head no. Ray stirs awake, gets his bearings. With his free hand, he pulls his pants back on. Ray sees Ben face down on the floor.
What did you do to him?
Amara walks up to Ray, pissed off.
What happened, Ray? You happened. This is all your fault. This is what happens when you can't follow directions. You should have kept your stupid fucking mouth shut.
She slaps him again and again. Ray takes a deep breath, contains his rage. Amara gives the gun to Zuzu.
Watch them while I clean up.
In the bathroom, Amara leans over the same sink that Ray lost the diamond engagement ring in earlier. She feels her neck, inspects her flesh in the mirror. It's red with purple finger marks. Amara opens the medicine cabinet, searches until she finds the right prescription bottle. She reads the label aloud.
Meperidine? Don't take more than 1 in 24 hours.
Amara pops 2 pills down her throat. She leans over, tilts her head. Amara drinks water from the faucet. That's when a sparkling diamond facet reflects up from the drain, catches her eye. She sees the stuck ring.
The fuck?
In the living room, Ben lies in a huge pool of blood. Ray scoots his chair across the floor towards him. Zuzu aims the revolver at Ray.
What are you doing, asshole?
Ben has a concussion. He needs to stay awake or he could die. Wake up, Ben. Open your eyes. Come on.
He shakes Ben's shoulder with his free hand. Ben's too hurt, too groggy to move. He opens one eye, peers up at Ray.
Stop touching him or I'll kill you.
Gotta keep him awake. Ask him questions, anything, please.
The girls stare at him in silence. Ray's frustrated.
What are we gonna do, Zuzu?
Don't know yet.
What if he dies?
Shut up.
Oh my god. If he dies, we'll all go to jail for murder.
She's right.
You shut up too.
I can't go to jail. I'll miss prom.
Don't be so fucking pessimistic.
Scared, Beth and Zuzu spin around. Amara glares at them.
Zeus, come with me.
Where are we going?
To the bathroom. I need your long, bony-ass fingers for a minute.
Amara looks for a reaction from Ray, and she gets it. There's a new level of panic in his eyes.
Something wrong, Ray?
Ray and Amara stare at each other poker-faced until Ray's expression suddenly turns ice cold.
Well, my best friend's dying at my feet. I've been lied to, beaten, tied to this chair for most of my miserable birthday after my fiancé dumped me. Other than all that, Amara, I'm just fucking peachy.
The girls stare at the new Ray. Amara takes the gun from Zuzu, gives it to Beth.
If he moves, shoot his dick off.
Beth giggles, dramatically aims the gun at Ray as if she were the star of some Hunger Games ripoff. Beth spins around, her fingertip grazes the trigger. Amara ducks.
Jeez, Beth, be fucking careful.
Embarrassed, Beth nods yes and does as she's told, like the good Omega that she is. She parks herself between Ray and Ben.
Good girl. We'll be right back.
Beth grins, soaks up the praise. Amara and Zuzu leave her alone with Ray and Ben. Beth takes a big swig of gin. Ray and Beth stare at each other. She fixes her hair, notices the calico cat enters the kitchen, meows at the pizza in its food bowl. Beth makes kissy-kissy noises with her lips.
Here, kitty kitty.
She's hungry.
But I put pizza in her bowl.
Cats prefer tuna. There's some in the kitchen cabinet. Feed her for me, please. She's starving.
The cat meows more. Beth buys the concern on Ray's face.
Okay. You promise to be good?
I promise.
As soon as she turns her back on him, Ray stops smiling. He looks down at Ben. Beth trots into the kitchen. Ray slides his bound wrists into his back pants pocket. He wiggles his fingers around, extracts the basement key. In the bathroom, Amara offers a metal dental hook to Zuzu. They both stand in front of the sink. Zuzu takes the hook, looks down the drain.
Ooh, damn, girl. Jackpot. That thing must be at least half a carat.
That's a full carrot. Princess cut, you dumb bitch. Now get it for me. My fucking fingers are too short.
Zuzu slides the dental hook down the drain. She holds onto the tool with her long, slender fingers.
Almost. Oh shit, the hook twisted.
She sighs, pulls up the dental tool. Amara grabs a small roll of white medical tape.
Then we'll have to tape the thing to your fingertips.
In the living room, Ray watches Beth feed the hungry cat in the kitchen. He slides his chair across the floor, cozies up to Ben. Ray holds the key in his bound wrists over Ben's face. He eyeballs Ben's shirt pocket. Ray tries to look behind him, line up his key drop. He leans back. Just as Ray lets go of the key, the chair wobbles. The key misses the mark and lands in Ben's open mouth. Ray gasps in shock. Ben starts to choke. Ray panics.
Beth, come quick, hurry!
What's wrong?
Ben convulses. Ray struggles against his bonds. He tries to free himself, watches in anguish as Ben suffocates.
It's Ben! He's choking on his own blood! Cut me loose!
I don't know. I should go ask Amara what to
There's
do.
no time, Beth! Is that your real name?
Beth looks at Ben choking. She bites her bottom lip. Tears well up in her eyes. She stifles. Her pixie nose twitches.
It's okay, you can trust me.
Yes, Beth is my real name.
Ray manages a small but friendly smile, even as Ben chokes, his face getting more blue by the second.
Cut me loose. Okay, Beth. Now look at me and focus. Ben is going to die unless you do exactly as I say right now.
Beth nods yes. She awaits orders like a good Omega.
Cut me loose. I'll save Ben and tell the cops you're a good girl.
Ben convulses at her feet. Beth cuts Ray loose with the big knife, limb after limb. He springs into action. Ray props up Ben, slaps his back hard. Ben gurgles, chokes more.
It's not working.
Ray pounds Ben in the back, slap after slap after slap. Ben turns blue. Ray thumps his spine with all his might. Ben's eyes fly wide open. Ray bends him forward just enough so Beth can't see his face. Ben spits out the key. Ray watches the key tumble end over end over end, skitter across the hardwood floor, right under the couch, next to a spot of dried blood. An unconscious Ben relaxes, his airway clear now. Ray ignores his friend, focuses on Beth. Oh, she's more scared than ever.
Beth, you seem like a sweet girl. Why are you letting them boss you around and get you into trouble?
Beth sniffles, puts the gun down on the coffee table, tears well up in her eyes.
I don't know. It was supposed to be fun. No one was supposed to die.
Someone almost did die on your watch, Beth. What would Amara have to say about that?
That notion terrifies Beth even more. She stands up, pulls a phone out of her pocket. Ray tenses.
Should I call an ambulance?
Oh, Ben's resting fine now. You did a good job. I'll be sure to tell the police that tomorrow.
You will?
Beth puts away the cell, wipes her nose with the back of her hand. She sits back down. Ray's voice is soothing, like a caring parent.
Of course. You helped me save Ben's life. You have a conscience. You're a good person, Beth.
Beth feeds on the praise like a hungry kitten. The sated cat meows. Beth pats her lap. The cat hops up and sits on her. Ray smiles. He eyes the revolver on the coffee table behind Beth. She smiles, strokes the soft calico fur.
See? Animals can always tell if you're a good person.
Amara returns, sees Ray next to Beth, all smiles. Her eyes shift over to the gun on the coffee table.
He's going to help us. Nothing bad will happen. Right, Ray?
Zuzu arrives. She and Amara stare at Beth in disbelief.
Yeah, right.
Amara and Ray lock eyes. They size each other up. A slight twitch runs through Ben's body.
It's okay. Ben's alive. I cut Ray loose so he could save his life.
Ray doesn't move off the couch. The missing basement key sits directly beneath him on the hardwood floor. Suspicious, Amara looks at the smartphone on the end table next to Ray. She eyes him, then picks up that revolver.
The phone's right there. And you didn't call 911 yet?
She studies Ray's poker face in vain.
Like you said, I'm a 35-year-old man alone in his house with 3 sweet, innocent girls. Who would they believe, me or you?
What about Ben? What if he dies?
If he survives, he'll tell the police about the 3 of you. That's no good for any of us.
A moment of silence while this starts to sink in.
So, Ray, what would you do if you were like me?
I don't know. I'm nothing like you. You're the genuine psychopath here. I'm just an electrical engineer. Why don't you show me how a real killer gets their freak on, huh?
Amara thinks hard. She pulls the cat off Beth's lap, holds the struggling animal by the scruff of its neck.
What are you doing?
Ray recoils from the hissing cat. Amara shoves the feline into Beth's backpack and zips it shut. She presses the gun muzzle against the nylon. The cat stress meows,
Amara, don't! Please!
Come on, pull the trigger.
Don't push me, or I'll do it.
Amara holds the backpack up to Ray's face. She cocks the hammer back. Her fingertip caresses the hair trigger.
Go ahead, shoot the cat. Fucker shits in my slippers.
Beth shakes her head no. Zuzu keeps her distance. Amara pulls the trigger, sprays the cat's guts and chunks of tuna fish all over Ray's face. The bullet sails right over his head. The slug embeds in the wall behind him.
No!
Beth glares at Amara, nothing but contempt in her eyes for her once revered alpha. Amara drops the backpack at Ray's feet. The blood all over Ray's face contrasts the whites of his wide eyes.
Crazy fucking bitch!
Oh shit, that's nasty. Ugh, smells like a tuna melt.
Zuzu vomits, but not Ray. He glares at Amara, his cold eyes unblinking, even though they're caked in cat guts.
Now that I have your attention, first off, you're giving me that basement key, and we're going down there to find what's left of your fucking fiance, Ray.
Amara shows Ray the diamond engagement ring. That's the last thing he wanted to see.
I don't have the key.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't, I swear. You're welcome to search me if you like, but it'll be a waste of time.
Amara jams the gun muzzle under Ray's chin. He tenses, holds his arms up in submission. She searches him, finds nothing.
I say we get rid of Ben, then clean this place up and forget that any of this ever happened.
But Ben's alive.
Shut up, Beth! I'm fucking sick of your whining.
Beth chokes back tears, whimpers, Ray sighs.
Leave her alone. So, how do you suggest we get rid of the body?
You can wrap him in plastic, weigh him down, and dump him in the lake.
Classic, but effective.
You have any plastic sheeting?
An ironic smile crosses Ray's lips.
Just so happens I do.
He hunches over, reaches between his legs. Ray strains, then grabs something the girls can't see. Ray opens his mouth. He reaches deep, extracts the gold key.
In the basement.
Amara's beyond suspicious.
What? You wanted to know what's down there?
Ray grins at the terrified trio.
But there's just one problem.
What's that?
We don't have a body to wrap up in plastic yet, do we, girls?
Gun in hand, Amara stares at Ben. Ray offers her a fluffy pillow from the couch. He smiles at her.
I'll let you do the honors.
Amara, don't.
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up!
Amara takes the pillow from Ray.
Oh, hell no. I am out of here.
Take one more step and we'll be wrapping 2 bodies in plastic.
Zuzu sits down next to a weeping Beth. Amara pushes the pillow against Ben's head. She shoves the muzzle into the cushion. Her finger touches the trigger. Ray and Amara stare at each other. She pulls the trigger, splatters Ben's brain on the floor.
That's a good girl.
Now. I want it.
Amara holds out her hand. Ray offers her the key. Amara reaches for it. Ray clenches his fist over the key. She punches Ray, breaks his fucking nose. Later, Amara holds the key. She looks at a bloody, bound and gagged Ray. He's cocooned to the chair in layers of duct tape. Satisfied with the tape job, the girls leave. And that's why they don't see the open corkscrew knife slide out from under Ray's sleeve and down into his sweaty palm. In the hallway, Amara, Zuzu, and Beth march down the corridor towards the door under the stairs. They speak with hushed voices.
I'm scared. This ain't fun no more.
What the fuck are we doing, Amara? Murder wasn't part of the plan.
Look, this guy is a killer. I know it. We're gonna find some evidence down there and pin all this on him.
Amara opens the door. It's wood on the outside, metal on the inside. She wedges it open with a doorstop. A narrow stairway leads into the basement. A white rope dangles in the dark. She pulls the rope. The lone old-school light bulb shines while it swings back and forth over the narrow staircase.
I don't want to go down there. What if he breaks free and locks us in?
Fine. Then why don't you stay up here alone with your new daddy? You two can watch porn together, cunt.
Beth sniffles in shame. What a bitch. Amara takes the first step. Zuzu and eventually Beth follow. The girls don't look down and notice a red electrical wire connected to the floor mat. In the basement, the girls descend the stairs. It's dark down here, which is why the girls don't see another red wire that's sticking out of the floor mat at the bottom of the stairs as well. Cracked walls and exposed pipes flank the girls. They duck under creepy spider webs, use their cell phones for light.
Look for a roll of black plastic.
Beth picks up a cardboard box. A mouse scurries away from underneath it. Beth screams. She drops the box. A sheet of clear plastic hangs from the ceiling, blocks the space behind it. The girls approach with caution. There's a bunch of blurry forms on the other side of the thick, opaque plastic. They're human-shaped, but they're smaller.
I don't like this.
Zuzu and Beth comfort each other. Amara reaches out with her hand, hesitates, then pulls down the plastic. Amara gasps in horror at what she sees, as if whatever it is triggered some kind of traumatic memory.
What the fuck?
Aw, they're all so pretty.
Beth fawns over the 24 child-sized porcelain dolls dressed in Victorian-era attire. Amara backs away.
What's wrong?
Amara just stares at those blank white faces, tormenting her with their black, unblinking eyes.
Shit. We have to leave now.
Something rumbles in the dark. The sound jump scares the girls. They shriek, point their phones all around in the dark. The doorstop tumbles down the steps. The girls gasp. They run for the stairs. Zuzu steps on the mat. A humming electrical current surges through her body. Amara hops over the mat, runs up the stairs. She reaches the top. The door shuts in her face. Amara stands on the top mat, pounds on the steel until electricity pulses right through her.
Oh my God! Someone help us! Help! How are we going to get out of here?
The electrical current clicks off. The convulsing girls slump to the ground. Amara tumbles down the stairs, step after step. Beth cries. In the foyer, Ray stands in the foyer, waits, confident. He plays with the butcher knife, punches commands into his alarm keypad. Every window in the house electromagnetically seals shut. Every door that leads to the outside clicks locked. Ray grins. In the basement, the girls cry out for help. Ray opens the door.
Scream all you want. No one can hear you.
Zuzu pulls out her cell.
We'll call the cops.
Go ahead. The EMFs down there jam cell signals.
Zuzu looks at her touchscreen. No service.
We really are trapped.
Nice trick with the mats, Ray.
Well, like I said before, I am an electrical engineer.
Amara aims the revolver up at Ray.
Now let us out or I'll kill you.
Go ahead, shoot me. You'll starve to death before anyone finds you.
4 bodies is a lot to get rid of.
Ray offers up a smile.
The 3 of you are small. Actually, there's a total of 6 corpses now.
6?
Where are the other 2?
Down there, somewhere safe. Toss up the gun, and I might even let you live.
Go fuck yourself.
Remember the doll your mother gave you for your 5th birthday? She came with a cute yellow chiffon parasol. Do you remember, Amara?
Amara seethes with pure rage. Ray grins down at her. He turns out the light, slams the door shut. Amara primal screams. She fires 3 shots. Bang, bang, bang. They all ricochet off the metal door. In the hallway, Ray leans against the wall next to the closed door. He enjoys their cries of anguish and fear like there's sweet music to him.
That's 5. Save the last one. You're gonna need it.
Ray grins, pleased with whatever plan he's just hatched. He looks at the intercom unit on the wall. In the basement, the girls use the light of their cell phones to scan the dank area. The glow reflects off those dead porcelain faces.
Do you like my porcelain family? They say psychopaths should have a hobby. It helps quiet the mind.
Eat me, doll fucker.
The upstairs door opens. Ray stands in the entryway. Amara trains the gun on him, cocks the hammer.
Oh, you've got 1 shot left. Better make it count.
Don't worry, I will.
I have a proposition for you, Amara. One that guarantees you walk out of here alive.
What about me?
Or me?
Amara ignores her followers, her eyes on Ray.
Go on. I'm listening.
I'll let you go if you kill one of your BFFs with that last bullet.
What?
Fuck your game. There's got to be another way out of here.
Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. I'll give you 5 minutes to think over my proposal.
Amara points the gun at her own head.
Yeah? And what if I kill myself?
Then you all die. Or you can shoot one of them, save yourself, and still have a friend left over.
Eat shit, asshole.
Got 5 minutes starting now.
Ray starts the timer on his smartphone, holds it up for the girls to see. It counts down from 5, 4:59, 4:58. Amara looks up at the dwindling countdown. She regards her 2 scared followers.
Come on, let's find a way out of here together. Tear this fucked up place apart until we find it.
The girls nod in agreement. They split up, start to tear up the place. The girls knock over shelves. They smash junk to the pieces on the floor. Beth inspects the walls. In the living room, Ray kicks the bloody cat-filled backpack. He leans over, grabs a slice of pizza. Ray savors the greasy food. Down below, the sounds of stuff being smashed to bits wafts up through the floorboards, much to Ray's dismay. He checks the countdown. 2:04, 2:03. In a dark corner of the basement, the girls notice a tarp covering something long and rectangular. They shine their display screens at the covered object, slowly approach. Amara peels the tarp back. It's another old school freezer, just like the one in the garage, but oh man, this one has no padlock. Beth and Zuzu back off. Amara grips the handle and slowly opens the freezer. She looks inside.
Me raw.
Inside the freezer, two naked corpses, but all their skin's been painted porcelain white. One's male, the other's a familiar looking female that Beth recognizes. She gasps.
Oh my god, it's her.
The fiancé.
Yeah, her picture's in the bedroom. But who is he?
Think I know. So did the hot dead guy with the big cock fuck your fiancé, Ray?
Those last two words interest Beth. She looks down into the freezer, blushes at what she sees. The timer chimes. Ray appears at the top of the stairs.
Time's up, Amara. Who's it gonna be? Suzu or Beth?
No, I can't do that.
You just killed my friend. Now you can kill one of yours.
Fuck you! Amara won't turn on us.
Are you sure about that? Or are you just trying to score some brownie points with her so she doesn't kill you?
What? No, that's not true.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. And Ray knows it, and Amara does too.
All right, I'll play your game. But you have to answer one question for me, Ray.
Just one.
Yes, and you have to promise to tell the truth.
Very well. What's your question?
Amara holds up the diamond engagement ring.
Did you love her?
The question catches Ray off guard. He ponders his answer.
Loved her as much as I loved your mother. Until she betrayed me too. Now, which one are you going to kill?
I haven't decided yet.
What?
Don't you play me, Amara.
Which one would you kill, Ray?
Well, if I were you, sweetheart, then I would kill
All three girls look up at Ray.
Zuzu.
Zuzu starts to panic.
Why her?
She's the beta, the one most likely to turn on you. Beth is much weaker and more loyal.
Yes, I am. That's true.
No good bitch. I'll beat the white off your white trash ass.
Zuzu grabs Beth, pulls her hair. The two girls grapple until Amara breaks them up.
Cut it out! I need to think.
Well, you could try the democratic approach. Let Zuzu and Beth beg for mercy. May the best beggar win. Hey, I'm all for gender equality. I say go for it.
I like your plan, Ray.
Amara aims the revolver at Zuzu and Beth. What a bitch. They freeze, stare at the gun in horror.
One last thing, make sure you don't miss whoever you decide to shoot. Because if you do, they'll most certainly want to kill you with whatever they can find down there.
All right, girls. Start begging.
Beth drops to her knees, hands clasped in prayer.
Save me, please. Zuzu hates you, by the way. She told me so.
Zuzu grabs her by the hair. She drags Beth towards Amara.
What? You lying little bitch. Kill her, Amara. She's a piece of shit.
Amara aims the revolver at the two desperate girls. They're so eager to throw each other under the bus. More and more begging, louder and louder, until Amara can't take it anymore.
Enough!
Zuzu and Beth shut up, stare at Amara. Ray watches her aim the gun at her friends. There's glee in his eyes. Amara shoots Zuzu square in the forehead. Beth screams bloody murder. Blood pours down Zuzu's face. She reaches out for Amara, then falls to the floor. Ray watches Amara. There's pride in his cold eyes.
You killed her. You monster. Wake up, Zuzu. Wake up. You killed her.
Beth breaks down. She sinks down to the cement floor and shakes a dead Zuzu by her shoulders.
Better her than you, right? Said better her than you, right?
Right.
Amara offers her a hand up. She embraces Beth. Over Amara's shoulder, nothing but contempt in Beth's eyes. The girls break the embrace. Beth puts back on her sweet smile.
Now what, Ray?
Slam! Ben's body crashes onto the cement floor from above. The corpse spooks the girls. They scream, scurry for cover.
Boo! You can start by wrapping that body in plastic, and when you're done with him, you can start on Zuzu.
Beth looks at Zuzu, shakes her head no.
This is all your fault.
Shut up.
You're right about me, Amara. I'm a messy and compulsive killer, but I'm trying to up my game. What do you think so far?
I think I want to bag up the bodies and get the fuck out of here.
Later, two bodies wrapped in plastic sheeting and duct tape sit at the feet of Amara and Beth. They're sweaty and tired. Amara yells upstairs.
Done and done. Hello?
No answer. The upstairs door slowly creaks open. Amara and Beth look at each other. Ray's nowhere to be seen. Amara holds the gun by the muzzle, poised to pistol whip somebody. The two girls slowly climb the creaking stairs. Step by step, they get closer to the top. Amara and Beth leap over the electrified mat, escape the basement. In the kitchen, Amara and Beth search the room. They look for weapons.
Can't leave.
Where is he?
Amara shrugs at her.
We're not just going to sit here and wait for you to kill us, Dick.
Yeah, Dick.
The security system's engaged. You can't open any of the shatterproof windows or reinforced doors, not without my access code.
Amara and Beth share a glance.
Then you won't mind us tearing apart the kitchen.
Don't bother looking for the knives. They're locked anyway.
We could start a fire.
You'd burn to death before the fire department got here.
Fuck.
Amara sighs. She picks up a dining table chair, slams the wooden furniture against the glass. Not even a crack. She tries again and again. Amara drops the chair, regards Beth.
Search around. There must be some kind of weapons in here.
Wait, I think I saw a box of bullets under the bed.
In the hallway, Amara walks down the corridor alone.
Where are you going?
Bathroom. I need pain meds.
Ray chuckles over the speakers throughout the house. His voice echoes from room to room.
Nothing will make the pain inside you have go away, except killing.
In the living room, Beth stares at her bloody backpack on the floor. She balls her fists. Her bottom lip trembles.
Sorry, Kitty.
I lied to her, Beth.
She wipes away tears, scans the room as she speaks.
Please let me go.
I loved that cat. I raised her from a kitten, a tiny kitten.
You did?
Yes, she should pay for killing an innocent animal, don't you think?
Beth sniffles, contemplates her answer. Her look hardens. There's that newfound contempt again. Amara stands behind her. Beth pivots, stares.
There might be some bullets left in the bedroom. I should go check.
Yeah, do that.
Give me the gun.
The two girls stare at each other, suspicious.
Why?
If I find some bullets...
Find the bullets and bring them to me. I've got to piss.
In the bathroom, Amara sits on the toilet. She finishes trimming the bristles off a toothbrush with a fingernail clipper. In the bedroom, Beth searches the room, rifles through the bureaus. She throws clothes out of the walk-in closet. Beth gets down on her hands and knees, and she crawls under the bed. In the closet, a secret panel slides open. Ray steps out from behind his dead fiance's clothes. He holds a hatchet. Under the bed, Beth sees a box of bullets just beyond where the cat scared her. Behind her, Ray's feet. Beth reaches for the bullets. Her fingertips stretch, almost touch the box. Ray pulls Beth out from under the bed. She screams and flails.
Shh. It's all right.
Ray lowers the hatchet. Beth recoils from him on her hands and knees into the nearest corner. Ray stands over her.
Relax. I'm not going to hurt you.
You're not?
Ray turns on that charming smile.
No, I need your help.
You do?
Yeah, but we should probably do something about Amara before she murders the both of us. Am I right?
Beth sniffles and nods her head yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's already killed 3 times today. She won't stop anytime soon.
How do you know what she'll do?
Mara might be my kid.
You're Amara's father?
Possibly. I did fuck her mom a lot, and she certainly takes after me. It's a lot to process, I know.
If I help you kill Amara, will you help me find my Romeo?
Who?
The rat. He's my pet. I don't want to leave him here.
Beth tries to smile, tears well up in her doe eyes. In the bathroom, Amara finishes melting the end of the toothbrush with a disposable lighter. She picks up a razor blade, jams it into the hot smoking goo. Metal and plastic bond. Bitch knows how to make a shiv.
Where'd you learn to make a shiv?
Fuck off, pervert.
Amara curses her luck, tosses the shiv in the sink. She looks around for tiny webcams her untrained eye misses.
Come on out.
Where's Beth?
She's hiding under the bed, probably hoping I kill you.
So, are you calling a truce?
Yeah, call it a truce.
I don't trust you.
You don't have to. If it makes you feel safer, bring the shiv and the gun with you.
In the living room, Ray lounges on the couch, unarmed. Amara slowly approaches from the hallway, shiv and gun in hand.
Take a seat, please.
She sits on the love seat opposite Ray.
Why haven't you killed me yet?
Are you in a rush to die?
No rush. Not at all. Just curious.
Ray scoffs, then swallows. He breathes in, sounds a lot like a genuine sniffle.
Why did you do it?
Be more specific. I've done a lot.
Who's the guy?
Put down the toys so we can talk like adults.
Ray's face tightens. She grips the gun tighter, then sets the shiv and the gun on the end table behind her. Amara glances around the room, notices tiny blood spatters here and there, now that she's actually looking for them.
Did you walk in on them?
Ray swallows. Another sniffle escapes him.
Last night, in our bed.
Amara gives him a few seconds. Ray starts to weep. Could be crocodile tears, could be the real deal.
We're supposed to get married and live together forever.
I guess I should say I'm sorry for you, but I already told you I'm incapable of empathy.
Ray manages to laugh, and Amara chuckles too.
You're right. Something snapped inside me and I killed them. Just like that. Quite the mess.
The laughter stops. Amara turns cold serious.
Aren't all crimes of passion, Ray?
What about you? Was anything you told me earlier true?
And a quick flash, massive amounts of blood. Indoors, it's hard to make out where. It could be a bedroom. Amara blinks away a memory, shakes the image away.
Yeah, all of it. Well, except for one thing.
Curious, Ray cocks an eyebrow.
Which one?
A quick flash, a woman 35 lays face down on a bed drenched in blood.
The murder of my mother. I remember everything, every little detail.
Quick flash, a knife plunges over and over into the woman's body. Blood sprays everywhere.
My mother was stabbed in the chest 33 times.
Ray, late 20s, stabs the woman with a long butcher knife again and again. Blood jets out all over his rage-filled face.
By you, Ray.
Present-day Ray claps loud. He stands up, takes a bow. Amara glares at her mother's killer.
Your mother? My first kill.
I was hiding in the wardrobe. I watched you through the cracks.
I know. Every time I fucked your whore of a mother, I knew you were hiding in that wardrobe, watching every man do those things to her. Can't believe what that must have been like for you.
You knew I was in there the day you killed my mother?
Of course I did. You were so scared. The entire wardrobe shook. You whimpered like a lost puppy.
Amara glares at her mother's killer.
Why did you come here, Mara?
I think we both know the answer to that question, Ray.
No, I want to hear you say it. No, I need to hear you say it.
I wanted you to be my first kill.
You picked a hell of a day to fuck with me, young lady.
They both share a laugh.
So why haven't you killed me yet?
I think we both know the answer to that question, Amara.
But I want to hear you say it. I need to hear you say it, Ray.
The two killers stare at each other until Beth quietly enters the room behind Amara. Ray ignores his accomplice.
Say what?
Beth
Say
looks
what?
looks at the empty gun on the table. There's nothing between her and the weapon. She opens her clenched fist. There's something in her palm. One bullet. Ray shifts in his seat. Amara notices.
That I'm your father.
Amara bristles at that last word. Beth picks up the revolver. Ray watches her quietly open the chamber, load the bullet. Beth spins the chamber, flicks her wrist. The chamber clicks into place. Amara spins around. Beth aims the gun at her. Amara laughs at her. Beth fumes, which makes Amara laugh even more.
You? Betray me? Oh, I love it. How many bullets you got, bitch?
I gave her one. And just like you, she's decided for herself whom to kill with it.
Beth cocks the hammer back. The gun shakes at her grip.
You shouldn't have killed that cat.
Oh, you mean this cat?
Amara kicks the bloody backpack again and again. Ray watches the girls from his ringside seat.
Stop! Or blow your fucking head off!
Do it!
Beth pulls the trigger. Click. Amara grabs the shiv. Beth tries again. Click. Amara attacks her. Beth falls forward onto the floor. Amara pounces onto her victim.
Ray, help me!
Amara slits Beth's throat with the shiv. Blood spurts from her slashed neck. Beth gurgles and flails. Bang! The gun goes off. The bullet hits the shatterproof glass. Clack! Cracks the high-tech surface. Amara pulls the gun out of Beth's weak grip. She slides it out of reach.
It hurts.
Amara caresses Beth's cheek.
Oh,
Am I gonna die?
yes. Yes, you are.
Miss Romeo.
Fuck your stupid rat.
Amara stands up, jams her foot against Beth's limp neck, slowly applies more and more pressure. She watches the life drain out of Beth's eyes. Beth fades fast. Amara kisses her on the lips.
This is the right house for me.
Ray retrieves the gun, loads the chamber with bullets. Her breath's more shallow by the second. All Beth can do is stare up at her killer. She falls limp in Amara's arms. Amara stares at the corpse, her face stone cold.
One to go.
Ray points the gun at her skull, pulls the hammer back. His hand trembles. He can't do it. Ray lowers the gun. Amara stays calm, collected. She takes the towel from Beth, wraps it around her hand.
Let's do it, Ray. What are you waiting for?
Amara glares at Ray with cold eyes.
I said do it!
With the speed of a rattler, Amara pulls the shiv out of Beth's neck, springs to her feet, slashes at Ray. She lunges, slashes at his neck, just misses the jugular. Ray deflects the next attack. The razor fillets his exposed forearm. Blood pours out of the wound. Ray recoils in pain, drops the gun to the floor. Amara runs towards the hallway. Ray picks up the gun with his one good hand. In the hallway, Amara runs in, tries a door. It's locked. They're all locked up tight. Ray aims the gun at her. Bang! The wall, inches from Amara's head, explodes from the bullet's impact. In the garage, almost total darkness. Amara shoves the dryer with all her might against the door leading to the main house. The appliance thuds into place. In the hallway, Ray pushes against the barricade with his body.
Come on, open up for Daddy.
In the garage, Amara feels the walls for a light switch or a garage door opener. Can't find one. Ray pushes the door open about a foot. He sticks his head in the narrow gap.
You're not getting out of here!
There are two cars in the garage, the convertible Roadster and the boring SUV. Amara checks the Roadster's sun visor, doesn't find any keys. Ray kicks the door hard, but the washer's wedged tight against an uneven section of concrete. Amara hops into the SUV. Hanging from the rearview mirror, a happy photo of Ray and his dead fiancée twirls. The door is almost open enough for Ray to squeeze through. Amara checks the SUV, finds the garage door opener. Behind the visor, she hits the open button. The door clatters up. Ray forces his arm through the opening. He reaches for a switch on the wall, flicks the garage lights on. Ray touches a control pad next to the switch. The garage door stops. He hits the button again. The door rolls back down. Amara clicks the remote. The door stops, then starts to rise again. Ray punches the button. The door lowers. Ray shoots the control box. Sparks fly. The door stops, almost shut. She notices the OnStar logo on the dash. Amara gets an idea. Ray kicks at the barricade. It starts to give. Amara tries to pry off the steering wheel cover. She digs in. A fingernail peels back. The cover starts to yield.
Come
She slowly peels the cover back until the sharp plastic finally snaps free, exposing the compressed airbag. She punches the device. The airbag deploys, slams her skull back against the seat, and stuns her. Ray hacks through the door as the OnStar button on the dashboard glows.
This is OnStar Operator 29. I'm showing that your airbag deployed.
I need help. He killed my friends and now he's after me.
Who's killed your friends, ma'am?
His name is Ray Uber.
What's the address?
I don't know. Just trace it.
We're doing that right now. Stay on the line. Are you hurt?
Yes. Hurry. He's trying to kill me.
Open the fucking door!
Hear that? Tell me you hear that.
We have 2 cars on the way, ma'am. What's your name?
Amara doesn't answer. Ray shoves the washer aside. He huffs and puffs in the doorway. She climbs back into the cargo space, her eyes desperate, searches for ideas. She opens the spare tire compartment. She grabs a heavy tire iron. Amara notices a small can of pepper spray. Ray throws his shoulder into the door. It won't open. Amara puts on a show for the OnStar operator.
Leave me alone. The cops are on the way. Why are you trying to kill me? All I wanted you to do was fill out our survey. Why are you doing this?
The door flies open. Ray shoots the SUV. Amara ducks out of sight. Windows shatter. Shower Amara with glass. Click, click. Ray throws away the spent gun.
Ma'am, are you still with me?
I locked myself in the car.
The OnStar operator can't hear her. Amara hides behind the back seat, clutching the tire iron and pepper spray. Ray flips the light switch. The room turns pitch black.
We have 1 car nearing the area you're in. Tell me when you hear the siren. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Quiet. She climbs over the back seat, takes another careful look through the window, sees nothing. Amara listens. Nothing happens. She sits up, peeks between the 2 front seats out the windshield. Only darkness out there. Ray holds a key fob. He presses the button, shields his eyes with his arm. The SUV's alarm chirps. The headlights flash for a moment, blinding Amara. She closes her eyes.
Fuck.
Another click of the fob, the SUV's doors unlock. The headlights blast Amara again. She squints, fumbles for the toggle, pushes the lever back to lock. Ray chops off Amara's fingers with a fucking hatchet. Amara shrieks in pain, stares in horror at what's left of her hand. Ray pulls the SUV door open, hatchet poised to strike. Amara aims the can at Ray's face with her good hand, unloads all the pepper spray into his eyes. Ray screams and flails until the initial shock subsides.
Can you believe I gave that to my fucking cheating bitch of a fiance? Fuck this day and fuck you, little girl.
Ray laughs hard. Amara slams the tire iron into his legs as hard as he can. Again and again, Ray writhes on the floor. Amara goes to work on him. Systematic, hits him strategically on every limb. She breaks bone after bone after bone. Whack, whack, whack. Ray shrieks with every blow. When she's finished, Amara sits down on his stomach.
You should have killed me in the house, Ray. Classic mistake.
Ray squints at her, his eyes red, swollen. He's in a lot of pain. He could barely talk.
Why did you call the cops?
She gives him a smile.
Well, I had to make it look like killing you was self-defense. I told you I have a high IQ.
Well, what about your friends?
They weren't really my friends. Just part of the plan.
Smart girl.
The sirens grow louder. The 2 psychos stare at each other for a while until...
Are you really my father?
The police cruiser stops outside. The bright flashlight beam shines under the cracked open garage door. Ray's voice is weak, but he gives it his best.
Fuck no. I'd never rape your whore mother without protection.
Ray spits on Amara, grins. She starts to cry, glares down at him. Her entire body shakes with rage. He laughs at her louder and louder and louder until Amara buries that tire iron in Ray's skull. She yanks the iron free with a sickening crunch. Blood seeps out of the mortal wound. She bludgeons him again and again until Ray's face is unrecognizable. Muffled shouts are heard from inside the house. Amara kicks Ray in his dead balls. She drops the bloody iron on the floor next to him, then strolls over to a corner. She sits down. The voices are coming closer now. Amara concentrates, whips up some crocodile tears. Any actor would be proud. She lies down, curls up in a fetal position.
Police! Don't move!
The armed cop bursts into the garage from the house. He sees what's left of Ray, then hears poor Amara weeping and wailing in the corner. She bawls like a lost little girl.
My daddy tried to kill me.
Calm down. You're safe now.
As the cop helps Amara, something stirs in a dark corner by the slightly opened garage door. It's Romeo, Beth's white rat. The dirty rodent scurries out of the garage and into the safeness of the morning light. As we cut to black. The end.
Yay!
Yay, guys, you were awesome.
Inappropriate fapping sounds.
I totally called it that the rat was going to be the survivor at the end.
Well, good for you. Gold star.
That was great. Thanks for sharing your script with us, Brett.
Thank you guys for performing it. You were amazing. I got the chills.
Oh, Script Chick and Oronetta and Shub and Lord Zoma were great. I totally suck, and I apologize for that. One day we will have enough female readers that I don't have to read.
No, we love Beth.
tried.
Y'all did so well that it felt like Oronetta, Script Chick, and you, Smish, were all doing this to Greg. I was like, fuck. Like, for me,
Yay!
I don't know who should be more
Yay.
afraid, them or me.
I thought Script Chick was awesome.
Script Chick, can I please, like, you were so quotable in this. I want to take certain things and use them as sound effects for my stream in the future.
You're coming to me, babe.
Like the eat me dull fucker. Like, I gotta use that while I'm playing an FPS or something.
Nice.
But yeah, let's get some either highlights that you guys really enjoyed from the script or any critique that you'd like to point out, and let's go with some people that don't speak up as often or either type it. So, Oronetta or Shub, do you guys want to give something, either a positive or a critique?
You can go ahead there, Shoot.
Oh, okay. I was gonna let you go first. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. I almost, I mean, to be honest with you, and this might just be me, but I almost got a little uncomfortable at the beginning, knowing that they're, three 14 and 15-year-old girls, and, they're kind of coming on to it. So to me, it just kind of felt like a little bit of uncomfortableness. It could have gotten, I guess, pretty darn uncomfortable, but it just kind of felt weird. But I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what you were going for.
Yep, that is what I was going for,
Okay.
and I didn't actually have a choice in that matter. Pia was great. She said two things to me when she handed me this project. She said, one, don't change the age of the girls, and two, don't make them nice. So instead of trying to straddle the middle of the road, I just made them dark as fuck.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess, that's the way that you could do it, right? I mean, Amara is
That's right.
obviously a psychopath, right? So I wasn't so sure about Zulu and Beth.
Zuzu.
Zulu.
Sorry.
Actually, I kind of like Zulu.
Well, but I mean, as far as being like a psychopath or a
Mhm.
sociopath or anything like that, I just kind of thought that maybe they were just there to have fun. I'm guessing that Amara told them that they were going to this house for a reason.
Yeah, they were going to go there for a night of fun. That's right. And she was not completely on the level with them.
Okay, but she didn't tell them why this house. She knew why this house, but she didn't tell them why this house, right?
That's correct. Amara
Okay.
knew from the very beginning that this was a very high probability that Ray was daddy.
Right.
She
right.
knew the moment she knocked on the door. She knew the moment she recruited those girls for this mission.
Right. Okay. Well, anyway, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a pretty good fun. It was a good psychological kind of thriller thing. So, yeah, good job, guys.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Sure.
Well, thank you, Brett, for letting us read the script. I thought that everything was very well thought out. Everything seemed well developed to me. A couple parts that seemed a little murky, but nothing, too crazy. Just something that I noticed. I think it's page 26. Is it here? Yep, 26. You have Beth saying the line, "Go on, go with her." You're not going to give me a hard time, are you? but I think it should be Amara saying that because Beth ends up leaving with Zuzu. So that line doesn't make sense to me for Beth to say that.
Oh, so I got the wrong character slug on there.
Oh, I think I remember bumping on that too.
What did you say? It's page 26?
Yes. 26, near the bottom.
Right, yeah. I think Beth has Amara's line there.
Yeah. That's the only thing that really stuck out to me.
Oh, good call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You were wonderful. Like I said, you all gave me the chills. I really felt as though all three of you synced up on Greg, and boy, was it really fun to back you guys up on the narration.
I'm glad to hear that because I felt like I wasn't going to be very not contributing much tonight. I've been doing overtime all week and I'm going to do some more overtime at work tomorrow. So I'm glad to hear that you thought that everything came well.
The energy, you had like boundless energy. You were great.
No, thanks. That's all from me.
Okay. How about you, Allison?
Before I go, Script Chick, you always have great notes. What were your thoughts on the script?
Can you hear me real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We all hear you.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. I really liked the girls' creepy dynamic. You know, when they came in with the survey. I think your logline kind of, it gave it away. Because really the whole beginning of the movie is that the girls are the victims. The girls are kind of like victimizing Ray, and then it turns. But the logline starts off where it's the homeowner psychopath. So I don't know. I think you're kind of killing some of your suspense there by having that right out in the logline from the beginning. I like some of the mysteries you put up, and everything is paid off. And so I really like that there's not confusion by the end of it. I think the only thing that was a little bit confusing was the porcelain dolls. Like that kind of seemed to come out of nowhere. So I wish that it was a little bit planted in the beginning, because it seems like it was Ray's own hobby to do with them. But I like your distinction between the different sociopath and psychopath, that kind of dialogue that they had between each other. I think the double mouse is a little confusing, and it takes away from actually finding Romeo in the end. So that second mouse that they found, I think it was in the bedroom. I would either have that be Romeo or not another. Oh, it's a mouse and a rat.
I think there's a mouse in the basement that scares them, but they don't like hang out with it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you
I could
already
turn it into something else, though. That's a good.
Yeah, I
point.
would make it something more
spider.
different. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you guys tell me what it is, and then whatever. I swear, I'll put that in the script.
All right, it's a sloth with rabies.
Okay,
Lasers.
one rabid sloth, one rabid laser.
Oh no,
sloth.
no, a possum. A possum.
Okay.
Or a ferret.
No. Damn it!
A dying.
Don't you guys know
skunk.
that ferrets are illegal?
Yeah.
A drop bear. Bode says a drop bear.
It could be a hornet.
Go on, script.
One other logical thing was that I've never tried this, but I have OnStar in my car, and I don't know if your car has to be on for it to work, but usually you just press a button in your car. Like, you don't have to go through the trouble of an airbag deployment. So I don't know if it would only work if the car's on, and that's why she had to go through all those little steps. But
Well, maybe she just didn't know.
yeah,
No, I like either one of those answers. I would write either one. Yeah. Absolutely.
it just seems easier. It's like you see, it's a different colored button in the car OnStar. It's like you would just press it. That's really smart of her to do, but it seems a little unnecessary.
I actually did the research on that, and I looked up OnStar and Wikipedia and stuff to see how it worked. And yeah, you can't access OnStar without the key to the vehicle. But if somehow the airbag is deployed, OnStar will automatically call the car even if it's not turned on.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering if like the car has to be. Okay, well then that's great. I
But
guess
but really good point there. You have a really eye for detail. Thank you.
I have a question on that detail. If the house is
Yes.
electromagnetically sealed, then how come the OnStar was able to connect to it?
I was just typing this. I was just about to type that.
Because it's the garage, it's close enough to the edge with the thin door. That's my thin excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Well, you also said that the EMF generator was in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Maybe-
say that, and also we never see it. For all we know, Ray is bullshitting and has some other tech, but I'm not trying to cheat.
Right.
But you are all
alternatively,
correct. There is an ambiguity there.
moving in the direction of more props, you could have that in the basement, and as a mini goal, they could try to disable it, and then the animal stops them.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, so I'll say page 17. I got kind of this feeling that I was waiting too long. Like the girls were kind of like playing around with Ray for too long before something actually happened. Like I was just kind of antsy waiting for that moment. And I think that kind of goes in with my bigger note is that I love the cat and mouse you have in here, but I feel like it's substituting for actual like characters that I could actually care about. So it's a little bit hard for me because by the end it just felt like a little bit back and forth, and with each, as it kept going on and I found out more and more about these characters, then I stopped caring as much for them. When it's all exposed that they're all pretty shitty, except for Beth and and kind of to an extent Zuzu. So by the end of it, it just kind of became this, I don't know, like kind of this ham act, out over the top acting to compensate for something I couldn't really find within the character that was redeemable.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Ray and Amara are not redeemable characters, and those were my marching orders that I got from the big Swedish woman who trusted me with the script in the first place. And instead of trying to soft shoe it or hide it, I just went full bore and just created characters that would make people divisive. They exhibit human behavior. They certainly have emotions and are capable of feelings, but yet there's an obvious disconnect between those two. You're absolutely right.
I just feel that in a lot of the movies I've seen where like the person we're following all along is suddenly not who we thought we were, usually right after that I feel like the movie's kind of over. So, but here it's like we find that out and then we're still with them for a very long time. That's my only observation, and I think that's why I wasn't as engaged as it went on, but that could just be me.
No, it's you make really good points, and I think it stresses the idea of mini goals. Like Carson talks a lot about it on Script Shadow. Like Star Wars was a series of mini goals: do this, get to this, do this, get to this. Well, I mean, I'll give my notes later, but yeah.
Oh, that's kind of it. Yeah, I liked how Beth came down in the end. And yeah, I really liked the dynamic of the characters. I think maybe you could have one of them be a little bit more resistant before she falls in line, but I feel like it was for the most part there.
Thank you. As a big fat male, I'm going to take that as a huge compliment.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks for your notes. I think I'm next in the line. Shit.
You were very good, Beth. So don't talk yourself down to me, sweetheart, because I ain't going to hear it.
No, you know what? I mean, as you guys know, Vince and I managed these table reads together. And last week I actually sat out for the first time. And I was totally fine with that because for me, being a director, putting together these table reads, it reminds me of when I'm casting a film and I'm getting together with my actors. I assign the roles and we get together and I just sit back and watch and listen and take notes. And when I'm actually reading, I find it more difficult to be outside of the script and make notes. So I'm really glad that we have some great notes and we'll have more coming up from Greg. But I did make just a couple quick notes. I really like your writing, Brett, and thank you and Pia for sharing your script with us. Again, really appreciate that. I find it's always a really fast and easy read with your scripts, which is really appreciated. I thought it was great dialogue and very vivid imagery. And I love hearing you read your own action lines. I thought it was great. I really like Romeo. I think you should put him in there a bit more. I think after he disappears,
I think so
too. He's gone for a long time.
Coming from the animal director.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's, you know what? I got this note when I wrote Log and I put a beaver in it. And all of a sudden, Eric was like, I need more beaver. And like, I put more beaver in it. And then I got more notes, like they wanted more beaver. And it's like, once you introduce that character, people instantly like it because people love animals. So even if it's just a little moment, like find a way, like he can maybe weave scenes together by following him going from one room to another, even if the characters don't see him. Just doing something, something really minimal. It doesn't have to actually be linked to the plot, I think, just like a visual thing. But that was just one idea. The cat kill scene in the backpack, I actually liked that. It's a reverse save the cat moment. We were joking. I
killed the cat.
You killed the cat. I liked that it was in the backpack. That made it harsher. It's like when you can't see what's happening, but your imagination has to fill it in. I like that, and I like anytime a script or a film makes me feel something, and that's why I became a director, because I like the idea of doing something that evokes an emotion from the audience, whether it's disgust or happiness or sadness. And I'm sure everyone had some sort of emotional or physical reaction to that screen. And it wasn't happening so early on that you lose me in the movie. It was like somewhere in the middle. So I like that. I guess I do have a lot of notes. Sorry. The other thing.
Can I interject for one moment here because you touch upon the kill the cat thing. And I want to thank you for bringing it up, because what this one note I've never ever gotten is like, oh, you killed a cat, don't do that, that's gratuitous. And I think it's because it's the point of betrayal between Sweet Beth and Cruel Amara. And I really I thought you played it very well, and you knew exactly what I was after, the whole animal welfare empathy thing. And it was really great to see that in action.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't gratuitous because it was all about you changing. And I really rooted for you, and you did a great performance. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, you don't have to say that. But, one of my notes was I was a bit unclear on Beth's character. I wasn't sure if she was supposed to be super dumb or just innocent, or like she was described as being innocent, but sometimes she sounded dumb, like with her lines. And so I wasn't exactly sure how you wanted me to play her. So I would maybe...
Excuse me. I just turned that on. Are you kidding me?
Get that phone. You can get that phone.
Just turn that on. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. But yeah, I wasn't sure 100% on how she should be played. And that was probably noticeable. And that's why, probably I felt a little bit uncomfortable. So I think maybe that could be more clear. Or maybe it was just me, and I'm not as good at picking up on character descriptions as a real actor would be.
No, don't put yourself down, girlfriend, because full disclosure on my part, Beth and her animal welfare and Romeo the White Rat were late additions to try to address the fact that there was no characters at all that people could like. So that animal welfare character pass that I did on Beth is definitely incomplete.
Okay.
You're right on the money.
Okay, that makes sense then. So I would just do more with Beth to make it more clear who she is and more likable. She's likable to me. I think she's she's the good one and she's the one that gets shit on the most. I mean, I get pizza in my face and I get pushed into a freezer. By the way, how did I get out of the freezer and why was that not mentioned? Just like I thought I was maybe going to be dead, and then all of a sudden I show up. I don't have any, discernible marks, and I don't even mention the fact that Zuzu pushed me into the fucking freezer. Which was that the same freezer that had the dead bodies in it?
No, that was just one in the garage that had food in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was let out, and all was well.
She didn't like throw you on top of a frozen sausage.
I think Beth would have liked that.
I would have been like, ah!
Yeah, I like that detail that she's maybe never seen a penis before. Yeah.
Just the reaction, though. I had a lot of fun with her, and so great to hear you say that.
That's awesome. I do want to let you know that I received an email from Ken Kleeman from Script Shadow, who we all know.
KLMN.
KLMN. He was watching our table read today, and he let me know that he sent his reaction on the script to Brett, but he just wanted to say that we all did a great job with the table read, and that you are all getting really good at this. So please pass this on to Vince and the others. So. Yeah, thanks, Ken. It's really great to have people from Script Shadow come over and check out what we're doing. I just had one other note, and it's probably annoying, and you've gotten it a million times, but it's just I think Ray is overpowered way too easily, and I guess it's because he wants to be, but it's just you don't find that out for a really long time, and so he seems really pathetic. And I don't understand who I'm rooting for when I'm watching the movie because I don't like anybody. So maybe if Beth is supposed to be that person, that'll solve that problem. But like, I don't like Ray, and I don't like Amara, and I don't like Zuzu, and there's not much for me to like on Beth. And even if I did, she's not the protagonist. So why do I care what happens? You know what I mean? That might sound a little bit harsh, but
you're
just being honest. Just being honest is like, I don't really care what happens to Ray. He seems like an asshole, and stupid. Mm-hmm. Like I just push those girls out the door and say, fuck off.
Oh no, like I said, you're absolutely right. Pia handed me an unsympathetic group of characters, and I didn't try to pretty them up.
I hear you. No, I hear you totally. I had to say it. It was one of the things that I wrote down. But yeah, I thought it was a great read. It was super fun. It's a contained thriller. So hopefully this is something that you can get funded and produced because it should be pretty low budget. So I wish you the best of luck with it.
Oh yeah, because I do have a couple of producers that are looking at it, and I got a big announcement that I'm going to get to make real soon.
Oh my God! Announcements! Yeah, I love announcements.
Yeah, I'm a thing is happening to one of my 2015 Amateur Friday winners that hopefully I can announce next week.
Oh my God! I'm trying to think what your other script was that won an Amateur Friday besides this one. This is the only one I can think of. Okay, cool. Well, I can't wait to hear your announcement, and I will shut up. Just the last thing I'm going to say is go to twitchtablereads.com. twitchtablereads.com. So it's a brand new website, or follow us on Twitter at twitchfilm. Send us your amateur screenplays if you are looking for notes or just want to hear it read out loud. We do TV pilots, short films, and features, and we would love to read your script. We do it for free every Friday. I'm done.
Plug.
My turn?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Right. First off, thank you for sharing your script here with the Twitch Table Reads. Without the writers, we would have nothing to read.
Oh, you're very welcome. I feel like the pleasure is all mine.
Second, I'd like to congratulate you for writing a readable script, which is something that is sadly hard to find when it comes to all the scripts you read. Script read's great. Your prose is effective. You have some really a strong technique in the prose, specifically about introducing emotional reactions to all the characters in specific ways. There's a lot of legwork that goes into figuring out that prose, and it's evident to read, that like, all right, this was formulated. It didn't just accidentally fall its way onto the paper. You know
Well,
what I
thank
mean?
you. Yes. Can I lay a quote on you from one of my favorite screenwriters?
Sure.
I don't know if you follow screenwriters. Tony Gilroy. One of the things he started the Bourne series. He was the guy who said, "Hey, if we give him amnesia, we can make $1 billion." And guess what? It happened. Well, about screenwriting, what he says is the quality of your screenwriting will absolutely be capped at your knowledge of human behavior and specifically psychology. And that's something I tried to keep in mind when I rewrote Sweet Things for PO.
Nice. Well, yeah, the play on psychology is certainly evident in the script, even to the naming of the characters. A for Amara, the alpha, B for Beth, the beta, Z for Zuzu,
Oh,
the
I did not notice that.
weakest person. Ray is sort of like a play on A also, and Ben B being the subordinate to Ray.
Wow.
You really got that there, and I'll even peel one more layer of that kooky onion back for you. You notice because Beth is technically the Omega, and she's the one who's portrayed as the Omega, but yet she has the B name. That's because she doesn't die first. Zuzu gets the ZZ because she's the one who gets killed first.
Okay. Oh, that's just getting inside the writer's mind there.
Yeah, no, you were totally on all that stuff, and we did all kinds of those, and I did all kinds of those little Easter eggs.
All right, so moving forward, constructive criticism as to how I think the script can be better. First off, it's almost there. I think that the script can definitely be produced by people who gel with the concept. What are you going to be looking at in the next draft? Dialogue polishing is always like the classic thing because people write dialogue up to the day they're fucking shooting the thing, so you could always go back and forth. But really, you're looking for like specific things, right? First off, I was mentioning it when the stream was off. Screenwriterly things. Here's the deal: you have a professional comfortability with dealing with your scene locations, just from the fact that the majority of the script is mini slugs. You're not going to see someone writing mini slugs and handling the formatting in a readable way early on, right? So you have that, and what the script now can move towards as far as the actual words on the page. I think I mentioned it before. Props, right?
Yes.
We have the characters that people are struggling to connect with because they're not sympathetic enough. So the characters need to have a visual style that differs between them so that the characters can identify with them. Perhaps 3 unique different ways in which they dress. Maybe one has tattoos, a specific type of tattoo, even though she's young. A specific
I like
type
that.
of bracelets, like a charm bracelet. Maybe one has a Tamagotchi, something. Each of the mini slug scenes, the mini locations, could have identifying props in each of the locations. For example, what if there's a grandfather clock or a cuckoo clock to ticking the urgency, the constant tick, something, like each room needs to have its own flair. And I think that bold words and underlined words in the script will help you connect props to rooms and props to characters. Are you picking up what I'm putting down there?
Oh wow, I'm totally picking up the next gen stat vibe you're laying down.
Okay, all right. Next, we have the characters. Right, I was saying it in the I guess I commented when the stream was down. Each of the girl characters needs to have like a scene where it's like, all right, this scene, like it's clear the highlight is on them, whether it's a visual scene, maybe one of them is just doing something. Like it can be, it needs to be addressed in such a way where the reader knows like this is this character's scene and we're getting like information about them. I don't know. You can figure it out. You're the writer. The beginning of the script, I think the beginning is wrong. In the fact that I don't think it opens in the right moment. I think that it should start at earlier in the day. I think that there could be scenes before we meet Ray. Oh, well, actually, no. I should say there should be a scene earlier with Ray. I'm thinking him, the fact that Mr. Muffins isn't actually his cat. Mrs. Muffins. You messed up the Mr., Mrs., whatever. Mrs. Muffins. She could be the neighbor's cat. He could do something nice, something positive, a kind of like a literally save the cat moment early on. Like maybe the neighbor's kid has an allergic reaction to something and has to be taken to the hospital, and he happens to be over there, and the cat had gotten away, and he takes care of the cat. And then, like, obviously that would have been pre-planned because he would know that Amara was coming, and he tells them that he has the cat and it's not her cat. Like, oh, sort of like we know, as after having read the whole thing, that he is setting everything up. It's all setups, but we as the audience feel sympathetic for him as he's setting up his psychotic thing. Like, but I mean, but that's the thing. Like, it was messy, and Amara showing up as a surprise, so he couldn't have really planned ahead if you're looking at it in that respect. But and he claims that he's messy, so I don't know. There's like a little tweak that could be done. Like, if he, after the murder, his solution was to instigate Amara coming to the house. Like, if he initiated somehow the series of events that causes that to be the day. Does that make any sense? Like, might not necessarily be
you're like actually suggesting like he lured her there, like he knew she was onto him.
Exactly. I'm saying that he knew that she was onto him, and after he murdered his fiance, he needed to figure out a way to get rid of the body, and his solution was to pin it on his daughter.
Oh my God, you are such a sick person. I love it.
And I think that that's sort of something that could be introduced. I think the script is 10 pages too short, and I think all the 10 pages should be animal sequences, mini goal sequences, introductory scenes with the characters, and setup in the very beginning, instigating him having the lure to bring Amara, him rescuing the neighbors, the implication being he caused the allergic reaction so that he would have to so that he would be able to borrow the neighbor's cat. All this, like, things that he put together quickly after murdering the fiance the night before. You know what I mean? And then,
I think that's great. I mean, you're putting so much thought into this. It almost feels like, that little house of 4 jerk-offs has actually come to life. It's awesome.
Because I think that the weak part, honestly, within it has to do with the connection between Ray and Amara. It seems like one note, like, all right, yeah, all right, he was her father and blah, blah, blah. But, like, that's such a good plot. It's coming off poorly. And I think the reason is because that is a plot element is a little bit undeveloped. Like, give Ray that moment where we realize that he was setting it up. He's the one who actually has control,
Wow.
And then earlier on, really play up that he's purposefully holding himself back, and to the point where we begin to question, like, how far is he actually going to take him holding himself back, to the point where we could actually suspect that the girl is his daughter at the moment where there's the knife game. Like,
ooh,
maybe
that's maybe a good point. Yeah.
So, because, like, if that's the point where we realize, like, oh, okay, oh man, this is his daughter, he's not gonna resist. He's gonna fucking sit there and take it because he loves her, But when the reversal happens, we realize everything he's done has been to lure Amar here because she's the patsy, and then it puts a twist on all of his previous actions. So I think, like, underlining is sort of, and bolding is sort of the thing here. Like, bold a lot of the choices, do that setup, introduce the characters, give them the props and the style, and that's sort of like putting sparkles on, like, the good parts of the script,
Wow, awesome notes. Just all I could say is thank you. It's really great, and so much time and energy and effort put into the observations. Thank you so much.
I'm glad that they might be helpful.
Oh, absolutely, because this script is that little pot stirrer that doesn't go away. I've gotten more general meetings and script requests from the last couple of months because of all this fun, and I'm so grateful that Pia trusted me with her sick little story.
The great thing about my notes is that it doesn't involve changing much. It's just adding. Like you will be adding things and then tweaking some of the dialogue sequences around when they're talking about what their background is, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because it is short. It's 90 pages. You have room to add all this shit. So you
90
correct.
pages is my jam. I love 90-page scripts.
Yeah, but I mean,
All my scripts are 90 pages. There's no reason to be longer than that.
yeah, but at the same time, your scripts come off, like Log came off a little bit light. You know, like we were talking about side plot, adding
thought it
this
was
stuff.
heavy
Are we
bread,
saying
man.
that Log might be a little hollow?
No! Shit. And I've been polishing that thing for months.
I think we're
Yes,
saying
you
that
have.
Log might be dry wood.
Oh.
It's balsa. It's
You
balsa.
would say that.
Inside is a sloth hiding.